Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, taken the early lead. Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
The score, Browns 7, Bills 0.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
23 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. They'll run the screen with Moss. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That one is caught by Hunt. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Durkin. He's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Looking inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This this gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
At the 13-yard line.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call.
And this time he is in. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Matthew McCrane.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
First down, Bills.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the option, they'll hand it to Moss. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and a yard.
Now Chubb. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
At the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On first down, Allen. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Allen. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Bills.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Moss. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Moss, the ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Allen. And a throw right sideline is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Allen dancing to his left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. That throw, Charles, on the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. They toss it left side to Chubb. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
4 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Just gotta be patient, baby. Just gotta be patient.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen hit. He lost the football. So that one will be accepted.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Was trying to get that to his running back, Zach Moss. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They run. Chubb. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A toss play to Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On the carry, it's Chubb. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. run it again with Chubb. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. For Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Allen to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
First down, Bills.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to throw. Allen. That's complete to Davis. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
First down, Buffalo.
That was the worst call ever.
zone now. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Shut him down! Shut him down!
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Chubb. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Browns, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year.